Understand that we are being attacked by the executive, and we are going to take appropriate action on that issue as well. We are three arms of government. We all have our responsibilities under the Constitution, and we are carrying out our responsibilities. So there should be no undue interference in our work, as long as we follow the Constitution.
No. Attorney General, no.
Madam Speaker.
No way. No.
Madam Speaker, I thank you.
Next time, the court will say, take off your clothes when you're in the house. And we shall have to obey.
Needless to tell you, there is a general duty to obey the court orders. That on the day of hearing, the money had been dissipated.
The day of filing, even the day of filing, even the day of hearing, the money had already gone.
Yeah, even the day of filing. But Madam Speaker, of course...
Don't encourage the courts to overrun Parliament.
No, Madam Speaker...
No.
The issue is, Madam Speaker, that would be the first ground by which on the 29th, that matter would be expected to be thrown out. But the court...
Members of Parliament were not party to this suit. The court had no business to interfere with their accounts.
Kati kiringa government eyaappropriatinze ssente n'eziwa ababaka ba parliament ne bazeekubisizaako ekifaananyi ne bazikukwasa booti naye ne bagazitwale wali oba ozigaba. Kakati ate Speaker atugambye nti bwe muzijjayo muzitwalire task force z'ebitundu zizispending. So at the end of the day eringa efuuse photo opportunity.
Tetwagala mugende mu recess, tetwagala mukole bwe muti ndowooza bavudde ku principle eri ey'okugamba nti bwe baba bakola emirimu gyabwe tubaleke bakole emirimu gyabwe. Naffe kwe tuba tukola emirimu gyaffe batuke tukole emirimu gyaffe.
Kula Parliament ebeere rubber stamp kye tutagenda kukkiriza. Executive ekola omulimu gwayo, judiciary ekola omulimu gwayo, baleke naffe Parliament tukole omulimu gwaffe.
The failure to obey the court order, of course, exposes them to contempt of court proceedings, and that is punishable by a fine and imprisonment, depending on the court.
Kubanga nabadde simanyi kyazikozesa. Speaker yatugamba tiweetantala kugenda mu byotamanyi. Kati ssente nabadde sizitegeera byazikozesa. Kubanga ekisooka ffe ba politicians tetuhandlinga ssente za gavumenti. Kasita okumpa ssente n'oŋŋamba nti nyino ziwerako accountability kitegeeza si zange. Kati nze sikwata ssente za gavumenti. Ekyokubiri ne kkooti yatugamba tetugezaako okuzisaasaanya. So kyabadde kyamagezi okuzikwata n'enzizaayo gye zibeera. Ekyokusatu baayagala tukyayisa bantu. Nina akakadde k'abantu kenkiikirira. Oŋŋambye ssente siza bagulira kawunga. Ate ekibakeeze wange kawunga. Bw'oŋŋamba ngende ngulemu amafuta ga ambulance ya gavumenti oba ey'omuntu omulala olw'okuba nabadde sisobola kumanya kiki kyezirina kukola kituufu. N'enzizaayo eri mukama wange era naye ndowooza atugambye nti aziweereza mu district task force. Abeewakiso ssente zammwe muzirinde nazizizaayo. Thank you.
Now, honour members, I've heard that there are members who would like to return the 20 million shillings. I want to inform you that anyone who returns that money, we shall actually give it to your district. So no money will remain here. If you bring it, we shall take it to your district task force because it was given for that purpose. Thank you very much.
But we were sort of diverted by the 20 million shillings of the parliament. That really caused confusion and controversy. First of all, that 20 million is bad planning, because we had planned in a certain way, then you come and change. That's not good. There are also legal and constitutional issues involved in that issue, which I don't want to go into here, because those ones I have been discussing them with the Speaker and with the other people. I don't have to go into those here. But the third one is the moral side. It would be morally reprehensible for members of Parliament to give themselves money for personal use when the country is in such a crisis. It will be morally reprehensible and totally unacceptable to me and to the national resistance movement. So when this one came, I met the speaker here, and I said, you people, you have entered yourselves into a trap. You should get out. And the best way to get out of the trap was not spend that money on yourselves. Should not be spent on yourselves. Not as an allowance for you, not. So I agreed with the speaker. Take that money, or of course now you have already got involved, and donate it to the district task force where you come from. Because the MPs also had some issue because of the unprincipled way people do things in Uganda. Apparently there are some other politicians, local politicians, who want to compete with our present MPs, and therefore they try sometimes to marginalize them. But I told the Prime Minister was there, you can order the district task force to ensure that the MPs are also members of the district task force, so that they take part in the decision making, so that they also contribute. So once they are members, you can contribute ideas to the district task force for the corona, so that you also play a role. Therefore, take the money there. Go and give it to the cow. Because the accounting officers in the country are known. It is the permanent secretary. It is the district, the cow. It is the town clerk. It is the Gombora chief. In Parliament, there is a clerk. She's also an accounting officer for Parliament money. So you take the money there. If you take the money there, it will limit the damage. It will limit the damage. People will know that you didn't take the money for yourself. Now I heard that some of the MPs went and now bought things. Now that's not good enough, because you are not a purchasing officer of the state. The Constitution of Uganda has got purchasers, people who buy things. I've been in State House here for 34 years. I have never bought even a toilet roll here that I have bought. I've never bought. It's not my job to buy. There's a buying person, I don't know who it is, controlled by the State House controller. So I know many Ugandans are angry with this, but I appeal to you, don't be angry. This will be sorted out. Because I told the Right Honourable Speaker how to handle this. For those who took the money and gave it to the cow, to the district task force, the issue there is simply that the one of bad planning, interfering with the planning. That one is we can explain to our Ugandans. Now the ones who bought on their own, the question is, who authorized you to buy for the country, for the state? This is public money. It's not your private money. Who authorized you? Are you the purchasing officer? So I think here the Auditor General will have to come in and audit, to say you bought badly or you bought well, so that we clear this. And I appeal to Ugandans, don't be so angry and be diverted from our war. Because the MPs have already spent the money. No, even if you have spent it, you can pay it back. You can pay it back because you have your salary. You would pay it back if you spent it wrongly. So I think the way to clear up this mess is to, those who took the money and gave it to the task force at the district, I think that one day we can appeal to the Ugandans, please forget about this. They gave the money to the district. They didn't spend it on, because the bad thing is to spend it on yourself. This is the terrible, terrible, terrible thing, to spend the money on yourself. This is not acceptable. We cannot have a society like that. Now, the ones who become purchasing officers, that's when they have to sort it out with the Auditor General. You bought, what did you buy, how much, what quality was it, what procedures did you follow? Did you follow is it what PPDM or? That one I don't know. But then also the problem of interfering, because when you go to, there are some who went to distribute food now. We are in an emergency. You go to distribute, how did you distribute? Did you not contribute to the spread of the virus? If people, did you have a machinery to distribute in a safe way? Because distribution, which is done by the group in Kampala and the group in the districts, is controlled by the district health officer, by the doctor. They are the ones who say, do this, do this, do this, do this. So when you are distributing, under what structure were you using? Are you interfering with our regulations of fighting the disease? It's very, very serious. These are very serious issues. And the political leaders should be examples. Should not be people to be preached at. But I hope we shall sort it. The other day when I was going to Jinja, I couldn't stop on the way. People were stopping me. I said, no, I can't stop. Because I don't want to stop. And people gather. And somebody gets infected because of me wanting to bask in their being appreciated by the people. It is criminal. So I think we can sort that one out. But I appeal to the Ugandans not to be diverted by this. Be united as you have been united. This is easy to solve. The one who took the money to the district task force, I would appeal to you to forgive that one and say that one at least didn't spend the money on himself. The one who spent it on himself must be condemned. The one who became a purchasing officer must sort out issues with the Auditor General. Auditor General would have to come and audit how you purchased. I would write to the Auditor General, please come and help me here. See how these people purchased. Did they purchase properly or what? The one of interfering with the war against the virus by mixing with the population contrary to the regulations, I think there we can really warn them. This should be the last time. Because that's why the other fellow called Zaki had been arrested. How do you arrest Zaki for interfering with the safety, the anti-coronavirus wars, and you leave these ones of the NRM, including ministers. So this one we shall have to learn from this bad experience.
It had been agreed that under that disbursement monies, under that particular disbursement, monies had been sent to individual accounts of members of parliament. from discussions, it was agreed that the position had since been clarified by the Speaker of Parliament. The applicant would withdraw this application provided that the money was utilized in one of the following channels. One, that 20 million shillings is refunded to the Bank of Uganda account of the Parliamentary Commission by those members of Parliament that still have the money. That members of Parliament representing constituencies shall be incorporated into their respective district task forces. They shall therefore pay the 20 million shillings to the district task force through the office of the Chief Administrative Officer. That members of Parliament representing special interest groups shall be incorporated into the National COVID-19 Task Force. They shall accordingly remit the 20 million shillings they received to the National Task Force. Counsel for the first respondent, Ms. Sitna Cherotich, respondent in reply submitted that they had no objection to this proposal. It was also the reply of counsel for the second respondent, Ms. Christine Kahwa, that the funds be utilized as proposed. Now, therefore, in light of the proposal and the submission that the respondents do not object, it is ordered that this application, one, is withdrawn, and two, that the funds be disbursed pursuant, that the funds that had been disbursed are utilized as proposed by counsel for the applicant. That's the order of the court.
We are exceedingly glad that the first goal has been scored, which has been to save the public money. The 10 billion shillings is going to be back to public accounts. So members of Parliament no longer have any choice but to return this money to public accounts. This is what should have been done in Parliament. We are an oversight institution. We don't account for money. We oversee the accountability of public money. If a debate had been allowed in Parliament, this would have been resolved in Parliament. So, members, I hope those who were planning to have feasts and picnics and probably take their boyfriends or girlfriends out after COVID, sorry. And some who are saying, oh, we are going to repair wheelbarrows or I don't know, do what with the money. Please, it's now a court order. You must return this money to public accounts. One is the Parliamentary Commission account, which is clear then would be remitted further to the districts, or to the National Task Force account, or to the District Task Force account itself. All public accounts, no individual account. And we are clear on this. Why? Because we know that probably even some of us are not planning to run again. How are they going to spend this money? So we are glad that on the first one, court has agreed with us that indeed an order should be issued, and court has issued one, that this money must return to public accounts.
Ngemaze okuwulira abaside enjuyi zombi n'okusoma empoza nti esente obuwumbi 10 obwali wagibwa mu Ministry y'ebyobulamu okulwanyisa ekirwadde ekya coronavirus ne ziweebwa member ba Parliament ziyisibwa mu Parliamentary Commission zikomezebwewo era neteekawo empenda netema empenda 3 awayinza okuyisibwa esente zino okuddizibwa mu nsawo ya government mu ggwanika lya government. Buli member Parliament alina okuzzayo sente ng'azizza nga clerk we yabawandiikira nga 22 omwezi guno gwennyini ogwokuna ng'azizza ewa clerk to Parliament mu bank eri mu account eri mu Bank of Uganda, oba ng'azizza ewa KAO mu district ye zikozesebwe mu District Task Force, oba oyo atalina district gamba nga member Parliament owa bannamagye oba owa bantu ab'obulemu oba alina owabavubuka oyo azitwale mu National Task Force ez'ekirwadde ekya coronavirus. kino kye kibadde kiruubirirwa namba emu ekya omubaka Karuhanga ne munnamu wagiddeko omwami Odul omubaka nga tutunula mu ngeri essente zino gye zaggyibwa mu Parliament gye yazijja mu vote ya Ministry y'ebyobulamu ate n'ezizza mu Parliament. Naye ekisooka oba ogoba omubbi tosooka kuta bintu bino ate byagende nabyo tumugoba eri naye tobale tugamba ebintu bino aleme kubibulizaayo. Kati kooti etuyambyeko ku ekyo injunction nti order eweebebwa essente zirina kubeera mu mikono gy'aba accounting officer mu Bank of Uganda nga accounting officer ye clerk wa Parliament, mu ewakaawo mu district nga kaawo ye accounting officer, oba mu COVID task force nga ndooza eyo PS wa Prime Minister's office ya accounting officer. N'olwekyo essente tumanyi nti bonna we ziri tujja kufuna embalirira era tusuubira nti naabo bekikwatako bajja baba bazikozesa okulwanyisa ekirwadde korona ekissa abantu abawerako mu nsi ez'amaanyi, era kyetweraliikirira nti wekiba kitusimbyemu obwala kiyinza otuyisa obululu. Ekyo tukisanyukidde nnyo era tukyebaliza kooti. Omusango ogusigaddeyo gwe musango ogw'okusalawo oba engeri essente ezo gye zaggyibwako ku Minisitule y'ebyobulamu yali nnungamu oba teyali. Ekyo tujja kukiwoza ku lunaku olwakyo, naye tujja kiwoza nga tuli bagumu nti ssente tezikoze eki tezibuze era nti weeziri era zisobola okubalirirwa. Auditor General alitubuulira bwe zikozesebwa era ne tumanya nti weeziri, naye kye tubadde tusoose okuluubirirwa tukifunye era kati tugenda kukiruubirira kyokubiri.
The second part of the application that is still in court, which is the most important one, is the legality or the way this money was passed. So can one pass money, public money in Parliament without due process? Can a chairman of a committee come and give an impression of amending a report of the committee by himself on the floor of Parliament? So we still think that the legality should be corrected, should be known, the issues should be resolved, so that in future nobody abrogates or breaks any law for the pursuit of raising money for themselves.
Agreed with us, and we have saved this country 10 billion. The import of this ruling is that in future Parliament will not just sit and arrogate itself appropriations that are not in line with the law. I know that some members of Parliament have been purporting to donate trays of eggs, and some have been mixing millet with maize flour, and they have been giving. So that has now been cleared by court. You have to refund in cash. You cannot hide under donations that you have supported your people. So we want to see the cash, and if they don't, then we'll come back to this court to enforce. We'll follow them, because there are members who are going to hide that they have already done A, B, C, D. That's not going to be possible.
We are concerned at the attacks on Parliament, both from the executive and from the judiciary, and wanted to set the record straight. One, on the issue of the COVID money, to make it clear that it is not only Parliament that received money. I have enumerated the sums that were appropriated for different departments and institutions in this country. So I want to ask you, the press, to follow up, and the public, follow up on that money. Don't concentrate on Parliament. I also talked to them about the judiciary, which is trying to undermine Parliament. Yesterday, a judge appropriated money. Imagine a judge sitting in the court appropriating money. There's no authority. He cannot. So, interestingly, yesterday, Honorable Karuhanga and Odul withdrew the application for injunction. Yesterday in the court, they withdrew it because they could not proceed. Instead of the judge writing clearly that the matter has been withdrawn, maybe there are costs, he proceeded now, not even talk about the withdrawal, proceed now to issue orders on the money. So we have protested to the registry, and we are seeking an opportunity to correct that. But these are the attacks we are talking about between the judiciary and the executive, which are trying to oppress Parliament. So next week, we shall give you more details about money we have been budgeting, so that you can also follow it up.